right. It's going to be a different vlog today. I don't know which channel this is going to go on. It's either going to go on Viva Fry or Viva Family. Which channel should it go on, Aaron?
I don't think this is a Viva Family.
What happened? Explain to the camera what happened.
They're now asking for vaccine passport at Winners, which is like the little department store, and Sport Expert, where you get your winter coats, and that's it.
Okay, and the funny thing is,
there are some people standing outside. Looks like they weren't allowed in.
I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see for myself. Someone DM. What is it called? I lost my words. I haven't even gotten started. Someone tagged me on Twitter with an image from inside a Walmart where they had the little cubicle prisons for the unvaccinated or people who don't show the passport if they want to go to the pharmacy. And I said, I have to see it. What are you doing?
Not doing anything.
Anyways. I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it myself. So this might be
Viva on the street.
a Viva on the street vlog. A Viva on, and I'm gonna take my GoPro. I'm gonna take my GoPro undercover with my good camera, and I'm gonna do some interviews. I'm actually gonna interview people who seem to be left out and not allowed into department stores.
Walmart.
Okay. The dog knows. He knows that I'm stressed and I'm upset about something. You know? Oh, your breath smells terrible. I am out of here. Marion, if I need a lawyer, I will message you. The code will be...
We're out of milk.
Where do I send them?
I'll give you 2 names just in case.
Okay, don't get into trouble. Don't get arrested.
You're not coming, Winston.
If he wants to come, I'll take him for a walk.
Don't get arrested, eh? Don't get arrested, she said.
Seriously,
I'm not getting arrested.
I'm very busy today. I can't.
And we have plans for the
I
weekend.
don't have time to get arrested.
I am at Bureau on Gros now. Actually, not to test anything. I needed to get 2 external hard drives for backing up my content from my computer. And now that I think about it, I may not be allowed in because I will not be showing a vaccine passport to enter a Bureau on Gros. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens, shall we? Which mask do we go with? The half mask or the, you know what? Oh no. It's either the half mask or the full face, or we could do both at the same time. That would be horrifying. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Let's go with the half. Oh my good God. Idiocracy, people. Idiocracy. Oh, here, hold on. Bonjour. Si je vous montre strictement rien, je ne peux pas rentrer.
Non.
Je vais vous poser la question.
Yeah.
Comment est-ce que vous vous sentez de tout ça?
Oh, j'ai pas de problème avec ça.
Vous n'avez pas de problème avec ça?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour. Est-ce que vous avez un problème à exiger un passeport vaccinal pour rentrer ici?
Oui.
Ok.
Désolé, monsieur, là, ils nous ont imposé ça, même nous, là.
Le quoi?
Ils nous ont imposé ça.
Je vous garantis, je ne vais jamais rentrer ici. Plus pour le reste de ma vie. C'est pas votre faute, mais...
Je m'excuse, monsieur, mais...
Est-ce que vous avez manifesté votre mécontente avec le gouvernement ou non?
Oh, ça, c'est pas nous, là. C'est le bureau chef, c'est les boss qui décident.
Ok. Et je peux vous mettre sur les ondes. Je vais juste filmer que c'est...
Vous pouvez filmer de droit.
Yeah, non, juste...
Mais filmez pas les employés.
No, I'm not going to show it. Just empty. Empty store.
Ouais, pas les employés, mais...
Il n'y a pas d'employés. Empty. Ok. This is... c'est la belle province. Yeah, check ça. Magnifique. Merci. I want to say that the steam on my glasses is from rage, but it's actually just from my breath. This is Quebec, 2022, under Supreme Leader Francois Legault. How's it going? From what was explained to me, excluded from certain commerces within, this is Alexis Neon right here. Excluded from certain commerces in Alexis Neon was a notable demographic, from what was explained to me, from other people. Let's just go see how true this is. It's a Tuesday morning, so I guess that would be pretty quiet in general. Let's just go see here. Enraged and enraging. Let's just go see Marshalls. A lineup like cattle to show a QR code to go into a store. It's outrageous. Here's the science, the ultimate science. I'm in the shopping center That's a grocery store. You don't need to show your vaccine passport to get into the grocery store yet, but that check is in the mail if anyone's prediction is on course. You know, first they require it to get into the big box stores, but not to the pharmacies within the big box stores. Just trickle, trickle. And eventually, like I said a little while back, this vaccine passport is going to be applied to essential services. Enraging. A little more science. This is Ardennes. And I guess you don't have to show the vaccine passport here because it's under 1,500 square meters. So I'm in the same shopping center. I can go into Ardennes because it's under 1,500 square meters, but I can't go into Marshall's. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go into Canadian Tire. Science. Although I suspect, as I do suspect, that this is just trickle, trickle, and eventually it's going to apply to under 1,500 square meters. I can get flowers. I can get whatever that is. Canadian Tire. Let's just see what's going on here. Here we go. Canadian Tire. You have to show the vaccine passport to get into Canadian Tire. Le passeport vaccinal COVID-19 est obligatoire ici. It's obligatory. It's required. And then if you can't get in, can't get in. Let's just see what the and they, you know, call people conspiracy theorists who think that we're one step away from a biometric society where food is prerequisite, conditioned on certain things. They don't like being recorded. Non, je vous filme pas. Je filme moi-même.
Non, j'ai vu vous filmer ici. Si on filme quelqu'un, il faut demander la question.
Non, je ne veux pas rentrer ici avec le passeport vaccinal. Yeah. Non, vous pouvez demander un code QR pour un individu, mais on ne peut pas vous filmer. C'est incroyable. Yeah, she doesn't want to be on camera. She just wants to scan people for QR codes. No hypocrisy or contradiction there. La belle province, Francois Legault. Destroying it, bit by bit. Disgusting. I have no doubt she's humiliated and embarrassed and doesn't want to be on camera doing what she's doing. Willing executioners. They're brave to impose the rules, not brave to have their faces shown while they're doing it. I guess the only next step is Walmart. Oh no, let's go see the pharmacy. Science. Then to Walmart, which is a store that you're not allowed into if you don't show the vaccine passport, except they have a pharmacy indoors. So apparently they've created these little... My hand is actually shaking. I'm so angry right now. Don't know where the entrance is. Yeah, that's it. Walmart has a pharmacy indoors, so you can get into the pharmacy in Walmart, but they apparently, from what I've seen on Twitter, put you in little plexiglass prison cubicles pending an escort to and from the pharmacy, but no shopping and no getting anything else in Walmart. This is an absolute disgrace, and everyone partaking in this should be ashamed of themselves. No vaccine passport, under 1,500 square meters. It's cool. I wonder how many square meters this is. They're gonna have to make a commission from the government now to measure the surface area of stores. That looked like pretty close to 1,500 square meters. All right, off to Walmart. Off to Walmart. Okay, so now we're at Walmart. This was a bit of a drive from my house. Sorry. This was a bit of a drive from my house, but I've got to go see if the madness that I saw on Twitter is actually accurate. Let's just go see, shall we? Oh, we got the sign. Sorry. They've got the sign. Let me just read it for everybody. Starting January 24, due to government mandate, we will ensure that all customers 13 and up are properly vaccinated when entering the store. Yeah, this mask is on, and I'm not showing proof of vaccine. Where's the pharmacy? I'm not showing my any proof of vaccination. Where's the pharmacy in here?
You're not showing it?
I'm not showing it.
You can't come in.
Okay, but is there a pharmacy in here?
Yeah, there is pharmacy.
So I'm allowed to go to the pharmacy without showing my vaccine passport.
Yeah.
I'd like a Tylenol for the headache that this is all giving me.
Come with me.
Yes, please escort me to the pharmacy. How do you feel about what you're doing here?
No comment.
Did you guys try to fight it or argue with the government or no?
I just said no comment.
You're conscious of which minorities this actually affects more than other people, I presume, or no?
No comment.
Doesn't matter? No comment? You know what? I'll take rubbing alcohol. Here, this is what I'll take today. Yeah. I don't actually have a headache, so I'm not getting Tylenol. This is social conditioning. This is how it works. Condition people to think that this is normal, and then purport that it's scientific. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There you have it. Escorted out like a petty criminal. Because I refused to show vaccine passport to go into a flipping Walmart. And I made friends with the guy who escorted me out. You know, nobody likes being recorded or even thought that they're being recorded, because I don't go to record people without their consent. Nobody wants to be recorded doing what they're doing. Nobody feels good about it. Everybody goes along with it. And then they pretend it's normal to justify their own behavior to themselves. I'm not doing anything wrong because it's normal. This bottle of rubbing alcohol, by the way, $8. All right, well, I have arrived at home and I've had some time to reflect on my experiences of today. And I didn't need much time to reflect because this is by and large stuff that we've been talking about for a long time. It's just depressing to watch. I want to see what this $8 bottle of alcohol. That's some good stuff right there. Well worth the 20-minute drive to find the Walmart. I've thought about this for a long period of time. I have talked about this at length already. We have just reached the next level in the absolute unscientific, dictatorial, fascist insanity that is Quebec. While some parts of the world are opening up, we have decided, in the name of science, to impose the vaccine passport, to extend the application of the vaccine passport to big box retailers of over 1,500 square meters, with the absurdities that we are witnessing in real time. Even at this Walmart, they didn't have a special section cordoned off for those who didn't have the passport or refused to show it. They hadn't even adapted to that yet. They were prepared to tell me that I could not enter, even though they had a pharmacy in that Walmart. And again, it's not a question of fighting with the individual employees or the clerks. I mean, they have their jobs and they're just looking out for themselves. Although at some point, you think that if enough of them speak out and enough of them say to their employers, I won't work here if you implement this discriminatory policy, then maybe the Walmarts, the Canadian Tires, who themselves have some leverage against the government, might say, we're not implementing this because it is unconstitutional, it's unscientific, and it's immoral. Someone said, don't yell at the employee, they're just doing their job. Well, first of all, I'm not yelling at the employee. I'm not there to dox the employee, although ironically, the employees are wearing masks anyhow. They're not identifiable. Who's that? They're not identifiable, so it's not a question of doxing them. It's a question of the camera being a window into their soul, the camera being a reflection of their inhumanity. They don't even want their act of inhumanity to be captured on camera, even though their faces are already covered. It's not a question of doxing them. It's not a question of fighting with them. It's just, it reveals their inner shame, their inner humiliation at doing what they are doing, despite the fact that they know that what they are doing is not right. The scarier side, however, as I experienced with one of the employees at the Bureau on Gros, which is the Canadian version of Staples, he had no problem doing it. He was quite happy and believed in what he was doing, which is even scarier. Or maybe it's not. I don't know what's scarier. What's scary is living in a society now where we are implementing unconstitutional, unscientific, tyrannical, what's the word I'm looking for? Protocol, rules. We're imposing these things as though they are somehow solving a problem when they're not. Quebec is over 80% fully vaccinated. We are implementing policy to correct a problem that doesn't exist, but knowing which demographics are statistically underrepresented in terms of vaccination status, vaccination levels, we know which demographics are under-vaccinated, if you want to call it that, or which demographics are reluctant to get vaccinated. Ironically enough, because of other historical abuses that the government has imposed, has inflicted on these very demographics. Outside the Canadian Tire, I saw a black family, because we know that black Canadians are less likely to be vaccinated than Caucasian Canadians, than Asian Canadians. Latino, we know that they are less likely to get vaccinated than Asians, than Caucasian Canadians, and Americans. The same is true of the States. The Indigenous communities, we know that the Indigenous communities of Canada are statistically less likely to be fully vaccinated than Caucasian Canadians. So what do you have Liberal Trudeau government and Premier Francois Legault in Quebec and Canada doing? Imposing policies that they know will have a disparate impact on racial minorities in Canada. And it's the same idea that they don't know what's good for them. It's the government who knows what's good for them. These demographics cannot think for themselves. They need the government to think for them. And if they don't want to go along with the government, well, tough noogies for you. You need not enter Canadian Tire. You need not enter Marshall's, Walmart. It is not just disguised discrimination. When you know of the disparate impact and do it anyhow, it is just overt discrimination. It's disheartening, it's enraging, it's upsetting, and my only hope is that people out there now, you can see what's going on in Quebec in real time. There seems to be no bottom to this black hole of absolute madness, insanity, abuse, tyrannical reign. I'm losing my words. I'm actually starting to sweat. It's not hyperbole. It's not exaggeration. You can think it's justified. You can just no longer deny that it exists. And now you have to sit there and ask yourselves, is this justified? Is this scientific? Are we solving a problem, or are we just conditioning society to turning members of society into the police to govern other citizens? You now have clerks at the entrances of big box retail basically doing what government police should be doing. Put a uniform on those people and ask yourself how you would feel if in order to get into a store, you had a government police agent asking you for your QR code and a piece of ID so they can verify your medical information. Ask yourself how you would feel if every one of the clerks at these stores, instead of being a clerk, a young kid, or an elderly lady, instead ask yourself if they were in police uniforms, how would you feel living in that society? How would you feel living in a society where government police officers in police uniforms stood in front of stores to say to certain demographics, statistically, no, you are not welcome to enter here? It is obscene, it is immoral, it is unconstitutional, and above all else, it is absolutely devoid of any scientific rationale whatsoever. It is just a government flexing its arm to see how far it can push society, how it can shape society to turn citizens against citizens, to pit the majority of citizens against a very fractional minority so that they can then say in the future, look, all of these problems are because of the unvaccinated, and my goodness, see what's happening in Quebec. We are already on that path. Well, that is the video for today. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a legal vlog out today, but at the very least, now people out there can see firsthand what is going on in Quebec. You can't say you didn't know about it, people, and the only question is how vocally are you going to oppose it, or how silently are you going to tolerate it? All right, peeps, I don't know why I'm trying to get the car started. I'm not getting the car started.
I am leaving.
If you like my stuff and you like my content, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment in the comment section below, all that other stuff. But now I'm going to go inside. Do I have a Red Bull or do I have a cup of coffee? I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel when I get inside, but take care, peeps. Peace out. Booyah.